Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2. I apologize for an abrupt ending in the last episode. I hope I will be able to somehow roughen it up because the game crashed in mid-sentence. So my biggest apology for that. I set it because I had it set on a yearly autosave, so I set it to a monthly one. Let's make sure that it will help because we lost about half a year. So without further ado, I'm gonna speed it up. We're already on steamers though. I think that the year we had and that we lost was mostly, if not at all, dedicated to speeding through. So let's encourage soldiers in here and encourage these from Laos. Okay, does it work? Yeah, it works. What were we doing? Oh yeah, I remember. Did we make the military reform? Okay, we did here. We did here, and you guys, we didn't bail out. So back to the basics. I see. Disband. You will be left with 2 and infantry. We need to get 2 mobile artillery units and an infantry unit. Okay, that seems about right. The navy, and you will go to here. I don't know why. I really don't know why I didn't have it there. It's weird. Okay, now we're paying insane shit amount for subsidies, but we now know how it works. So we'll roughen it up, and we know that it's gonna get better over time. Hopefully. Hopefully. I'm really hopeful. So let's go with fire control systems. Yeah, it's getting better now. Should be okay. Wait, did we have... Yeah, we have the subsidies turned on. Good. So we got steamer automated construction plans. The Dark Continent, we didn't have that. An independent command... I don't think we had those either. Independent command. The old rules said that an officer breaking an order of a higher officer was to be brought to court-martial. This made decision-making very indecisive. At this point, regulation said that an officer was to carry on the core idea of the superior officer, but how it was his own discretion. Good. And the Dark Continent. A common name for Africa prior to its exploration, the Dark Continent referred to the deep interior, where few men had ever seen, much less knew anything about. These deep jungles and desolate wastes were a no man's land, populated primarily by natives who had little contact with civilization. With the increase of exploration brought on by colonialism, suddenly the ability to colonize the areas previously denied us had become possible. We're still 19 though, we're not a secondary power, so we need to wait for that to happen. Okay, now we are, just as I said that. Awesome, so let's turn you into a state. We need to keep lowering our infamy, which we're doing. Okay, so now we're a secondary power and a peace. We have a different minister, it seems. I thought we still had that guy. Whatever happened to him? We might never know. So I'm gonna increase our relations with Italy, if I can. Okay. And we got the fire control system. Prussia can go fuck itself. Austria-Hungary I kind of like. Russia. Okay, that leaves us at 0 points. Good. Oh man, Austria-Hungary is weird. With the Silesia in the north but losing Romania and Slovakia. It's super weird. Which are now being overrun by some sort of rebels. Slovak reactionaries. Okay, whatever. Hey, and we have Dreams of an Empire. Okay, we can get that one. Conduct census. Lose money but gain prestige. No. A national conference. Lose prestige but gain a ton of research points. Actually, that one we might be willing to do as far as, for example... It would give us immediately the machine guns, so I think we're gonna get that one down the line. Though it will take us away from the secondary status, I think, at least for a while. But as we speed through the upcoming years, we will be able to turn our navy into a respectable spectacle of world. So let's hope that's gonna be where we go. And we're also increasing the army and other rankings, so I'm happy that it's gonna happen. Yeah, you're in the right spot. And steamer shipyards. Wonderful. And yeah, naval plans. So now we're buffed with naval professionalism, the last technology that we haven't researched yet. I'm thinking of creating... we need to get rid of some of our most unprofitable places. Where was it in budget, right? Furniture factory, bakery, tropical lumber mill, canned food factory, fish cannery, tropical lumber mill, explosive factory in Annam. Yeah, I think we could build it in Annam, or maybe... and maybe in Shan, because this Shan gunpowder factory, is it profitable? Gunpowder factory in Shan, actually that one is profitable. Fish cannery in Isan isn't. Really? I would be expecting it to be, but I guess there's a shit ton of canned food on the market or something. Which is weird then, why our artisans are not getting any of their needs. Wait, production, canned food. Well, not entirely sure. You know what? Let's just stop talking about it and build it some. Oh hell! Current stockpile. I don't think we're producing enough oil at all for that factory, so it has to be. Did you sell the fucking clothes? No. You know what? We're gonna expand this factory, and we're gonna expand this factory, and I'm gonna close down the regular clothes factory. And build a steamer shipyard there instead. Okay, we're making the budget that we were speaking about before. That's good. And we're slowly getting to where we were before. I'm not entirely sure though what I decided to go with afterwards. Was it the organized factories? I think so. Yeah, efficiency tech, we need that. So let's get those. Grand exhibition would give us prestige. This one take 30 away, that's quite a lot. I'm not entirely sure I'm willing to do that. Okay, man. Can we build... No, we can't build commerce raiders or anything yet. We need to discover those. Cash crops. Tea. Batambang. What did they produce? Grain. Yeah. Yeah, let's get tea there. Tea is one thing that we haven't produced, but that we know would be produced in great numbers. So that ought to help us. Plus, don't we have some factory that was working on tea? Not entirely sure. Do we want to make the bakery bigger? No, it's not. Some few didn't get sold, but Most did, so let's expand that factory as well, because we need to put the workers somewhere. So commerce, scientific management. Okay, then we're gonna get the business regulations, stock exchange and business banks, and then the machine guns. And we're gonna use the census, or what was it called? National conference for that. Empirical combat efficiency matrix. By checking certain attributes as morale, how well fed the soldiers were, illness and wounds, it was possible to check in advance how efficient the unit would fight in an upcoming combat. Well, that's actually incredible. 50% boost to the discipline everywhere. And we get steel artillery factory available to us. Okay, we don't need you guys anywhere. So let's put you to Isan. Actually, isn't there something like encourage progress or something? Pop militants and local consciousness. Let's try to encourage progress. We'll see if that doesn't fuck us over, but in my opinion, we need to get some reforms done and everything, because we're thorough backwards. Okay, we're starting to get a shit ton of money, and by shit ton I mean a shit ton. So I'm gonna repay about 50,000 of this loan, which will greatly lower our interest. Okay, our infamy is almost where we need it to be able to take Jambi. I want more of that oil. Optical rangefinders increases ironclad and man of war's attack and long-range fire tactic. This tactic meant lying out of the firing range of the enemy's guns and hitting them with longer ranging guns, or by quickly moving in to get off the guns and then quickly move out to be out of the enemy range. Good. And optical rangefinders. These were instruments that made it possible to exactly measure the range from the gun to the enemy vessel and vastly improved hit chance. Good. Okay, our income has dropped a bit. But not by much. Okay, that will give us a capacity for 30,000 people. And that is enough to get rid of this fucking regular clothes factory that's bugging me. Night training. By training large formations at night, the performance of the naval units under harsh conditions improved, and it made naval leaders better accustomed to the special tactic situation at night or in fog. And personal category tables. Oh yeah, we had that one. That increases the mobilization size. Okay, we could get more infantry. I don't think that is entirely necessary. Do we have? I think we're still missing one unit. Oh wait, that one is there. Okay, can you board? Okay, mostly. So take them there. Okay, we get another 100,000, so I'm gonna repay another 50 or 40. Okay, and that took the interest down to 98. And narco liberals support in the mains. Oh, we never finished or gave the orders to expand these bases. I forgot about that. So let's do it. Who is fighting here? Oh, it was the rebels. Okay, naval base and fort here. And I wanted a fort in Pontiac and Laisho. Okay, that's gonna take down the budget by a smidgen. Actually, no, it won't. Maybe we finally have someone to pay for. And what the hell is that? Major discovery. National fraternity. The cohesion of nation is not always built over the blood of other nations. It is also built by the belief that the people inside a territorial entity are like brothers, sharing common goals, ties, and symbols. The discovery of a common past and similarities in culture ensure that the people still wishes to live together inside one nation, even against external threat. Lowers war exhaustion and increases plurality, but gives us a quite big amount of trouble possible. Okay, scientific management, good. business regulations. Let's get the stock exchange and banks first. Okay, we expanded these two factories, and I think the clothes factory was one of the worst one, right? Regular clothes, yeah, we're paying way too much for that one, so I'm gonna shut it down and destroy it, and instead we're gonna build a steamer shipyard. Okay, that ought to yeah, that helped quite a lot. We're slowly getting rid of this debt. That makes me happy. Interest 85.17. Stock exchange is gonna be ready soon. And we've got commerce raiders. Good. Commerce raiders are usually commercial vessels re-equipped with guns and sometimes torpedoes that can outrun most military vessels and aim to disrupt enemy commercial shipping lines. And we get stock exchange. That one was cheap as hell. Yeah, these are getting really cheap too. So let's get iron steamers. I don't think it's any use building commerce raiders now. Yeah, their attack and everything is too low for the current situation. So let's not. Let's instead move these guys down there. And I'm thinking we're gonna... Italian-Russian summit of 1915 is a success. The summit in Rome was a smashing success. Russian diplomats left pleased with the progress, and our relations have improved significantly. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 more Vietnamese infantry and 1 more mobile artillery. Oh crap, we're making so much money here. That's awesome. So let's repay 87,000. And we'll be left with 118. So in a very soon, we will be able to say we have no debt at all anymore. Okay, the steamer shipyard is being worked at. Are we encouraging progress? Yes, but it's also increasing militancy. Suffragette hunger strike. It doesn't really help with anything. All pops in Annam. So either liberals or conservatives. A Siamese suffragette, jailed on account of violent protesting during a rally, has gone on a 2-week hunger strike in one of our state's prisons. Protesting Siam supported the poor treatment of its women. The strike is carried out under the slogan "Votes for Women", and the case has made women suffragette the focal point of the local political debate, with every newspaper left, right and center reporting on the case. Let's go with the liberals being pissed. And we'll hopefully be able soon to get where we need. Okay, you guys need to be put together. Okay, army is being... Wow, look at those railroads being built. That's awesome. And we got steam transports, which is what we're gonna build. And we got the 76mm gun. Artillery weapons have become even larger and capable of delivering even larger ordnance. These weapons are the future of modern warfare. Awesome. Where are my artillery guns? Attack 1.8 only? Surprised, but okay. Okay, so the steam transports could be built now. How many ships we have here on the transport? We have 4, so I'm gonna build 6. Okay, actually let's build 3 here and 3 here. Are we making any progress? Okay, we got iron steamers now. And we could go with the raided group doctrine, which is good. That one is very useful. But we'll really need to rebuild our navy. on, go. Ironclads! Finally! This is one of the ships that I really like. Though I'm thinking we might be a bit behind now. No, actually it's pretty good. 18 and 16. Well, we have frigates with 4 and 4. There's way more ships that can be built, but ironclads might be a good start for us. But we'll need level 2 base. So what is this? Let's look at that. Ironclads. Ironclads are ships built of steel without the use of timber. They can therefore take much more hits than traditional wooden ships and were also faster, although more expensive and usually much smaller. Okay, sequence planning. This meant going through every sequence in the production, from buying resources to the selling of the finished goods, and to measuring them in time and money to make the chain of sequences as efficient as possible. Good. And biased multiculturalism. Multiculturalism means the acceptation of acceptation that many cultures may cohabit equal inside a political entity. However, some cultures are more equal than others. While members of some cultures may be welcome with open arms, others are, on the other hand, either considered persona non grata, expelled, or even encouraged to leave the country. Okay, now we can get rid of the debt completely. And I'm gonna lower the tax for the poor people. And for the rich folk too. I'm gonna increase the investment into education and into military, and that will allow us to lower the taxes even a bit more, and everybody should be happy in our state. Okay, where is that last unit? Wait, were you recruited here? No? Huh. I'm confused. It sounded like we had a unit being... Oh, I don't know. Never mind. So where do we have level 2 shipyards? The Bangkok one is building the steam transports. I think we have ship level 2. No, we don't have. Just level 1. And level 1 naval base here too. You can build me a naval base too? Okay, do it. And one in Kuttabahar too. We can pay for that. Okay, I'm fairly happy with the progress we're making. Though we dropped to level 19. Not entirely sure why, but we did. Too bad. Well, once we take Jambi, we might go back up a bit. So, major discovery, academic training. This meant that to become an officer, it was no longer enough to be of gentle blood. You also had to attend a formal education, which could at best be as good as any college. This was one of the most important causes behind the professionalization of the officer corps. Nice.